Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Paul Fletcher International Kart Circuit for the Kartmasters Championship, well, the Kartmasters round, I should say, because it's a one-off event, isn't it? It's the end of Thursday, it's the end of the unofficial practice day. Chris McCarthy, you join me. Welcome back. You've been gallivanting all over Europe, haven't you, in many different championships. You join us back here in Blighty for the Kartmasters. How are we?
Yes, very good. You know, this is the British Kart Grand Prix. You know, there's a one-off event we do once a year. The winner gets the GP plate. So not only do you get the trophy, which you bring home with you, you actually get the plate. You run the GP as an official number for the whole year. So everyone knows you've won it wherever you go around the country. And I think that's the special thing about Kartmasters. It's not just, you know, that podium. It's not just being on the top of that podium. It's carrying that plate. That's what everyone wants to do. And, you know, the biggest names in motorsport, in British karting, have gone through and won this, and to be able to go out there and win in a one-off race, you know, the immense pressure of that is something I think that everyone loves about Kartmasters. You know, the Olympics is on at the moment, and in that you get one shot at it, don't you? And you get that medal for the next 4 years. And this is kind of similar because you get that plate for the rest of the year. And I think, yeah, everyone always leaves everything out on the track at this one, so it's going to be good.
No, I think you're definitely right, of course, in that one, because of course that GP plate, it is, like you say, it's a statement, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you go to a racetrack and you've got that GP plate on the car, I just think that everyone just feels like, oh, yeah, there's a quick driver there. We've got to watch out for that GP plate. And of course, like you say, some of those famous drivers, 1996 Coma Cadet champion, we're here.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton, 7 times F1 world champion. You know, it just shows that from a young age, cadets, even some of the cadets that we've got here, there's still a future. There's a very bright future for a lot of these drivers.
Yeah, of course. And, you know, Ben Barnacker, the most successful driver in Kartmasters, you know, he's off at Spa this weekend doing the 24 hours, one of the biggest race of the year. And he's someone who's absolutely nailed the formula to this, because I think there is a formula to it, you know, going out there and winning that race. And he's done it several times now, hasn't he? And going around the paddock today and speaking to drivers, you always have the stories. I came so close in 2017 or in 2018, and you only get it once a year, don't you? So yeah, it's going to be really, really good. The entry list is huge, you know, humongous, given the circumstances we've been in recently. I think we've got over 300 drivers here. Some classes we have up to 60 drivers. So first thing is getting into the final, isn't it? And then going on from there.
That indeed, yeah. 50 drivers, I think, is the max in one of the classes, and 307, I believe, is the off the top of my head, that is. Only off the top.
We've done our preparation.
We've done lots of preparation for this one. But like you say, walk around the paddock. It's a lovely evening. I think we'll head round and just see who we can kind of find. But yeah, I mean, here at Paul Fletcher International Circuit, you know, it's a fantastic paddock. It's got great facilities here as well. You know, it being one of the only international grade karting circuits in the UK, you know, that in itself is one of the kind of great things about this circuit. And just sitting here in the paddock, you feel like, you know, when you're a young cadet driver, you feel like you're in a Formula One paddock down here, don't you? Yeah,
you know, I remember coming to a race here for the first time. I think it was 2009. It's got the best facilities. You know, we were over there by the bar. How are we doing, guys? Enjoying the evening? Good day? Bad day? So. It was practice, wasn't it? There we go. So it's the J team we've got here. You know, Danny Curl, one of their most successful drivers over the years. Why don't you poke your head in and have a look? You know, a team that always runs well here is the J team. You can see the time now. It's been a long day of practice, and it's going to be a long day for them again tomorrow as we start the heats. But this is the track everyone wanted to come to. We were just chatting to someone who's come all the way over from Ireland to do this. You know, getting drivers further afield is difficult in these times, but I know someone in the seniors who's also come over from Ireland and gone out their way, made the trip over to do this. But it's the facilities here. You know, you look around, tarmacked everywhere, and the track is immaculate. You know, it always is. It's not a particularly bumpy circuit. It's got a bridge as well. It's only one of 2 tracks in Europe, I believe that is, to have that. You know, a bridge and a tunnel, and that kind of adds to it, isn't it? You know, when they go under there, 36 karts on the first lap, that must be some sight, isn't it?
Oh, it's definitely a sight, isn't it? Well, I mean, you always see them go through the original layout. Of course, turn 1 flowed all the way round to the right.
I raced in that layout. It was, it was tricky. It was very, very tricky, that layout. It was just a fast right-hander. Now it's flat out through that tunnel, and racing in that, it's definitely special. And then you make your way up the banking and over the bridge. How are we doing, guys? Good day?
All good.
Yeah,
so, again,
not bad.
Lots of prep work.
Let's go over.
Let's go over.
Let's go over.
Remember, in this one, it's been a tough day of testing.
Someone's bailed.
But someone's bailed somewhere into the...
Come on.
But what?
Let's have a how's it going?
Come on over.
Yeah. Well,
oh, you're not coming to come.
Speaking to one of these, how people can hear you. How's it been going?
A few problems, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Introduce yourself to the viewers. Tell us what class you're racing in. How you getting on?
Junior Max. Getting on all right. My name's Ronnie Mansfield. That's about it.
So this is good. You know, one thing we see, we've just been inside a huge awning, but this, you know, pop-up tent, you know, small setup. You're doing this kind of on your own. Is that a difficulty?
Sometimes, yeah. Finding the right setup's a bit harder, but seem to be getting on all right. Getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoying it so far?
Yeah, it's good.
And what is it your first time doing Kartmasters? Have you had much experience doing it?
I've done the last 2 years.
Tell us what the experience of racing in Kartmasters is like for drivers out there that haven't done it. What is it like?
Brutal.
There we go.
Race.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's a good advert. It has another name that people often refer to it as, and there we go. But that's because out there, everyone's fighting for that one play. This is the race you come to where you wouldn't say, "I want a top 10." You want to go out there and get the GP play. Then.
Ideally, yeah, it'd be nice.
Good stuff. Well, look. I hope you make it to the checkered flag when it flies at the end of the race. See you later, guys. Thanks very much. Right, let's move.
Guys.
Oh, nice chair. There we go.
Nice lazy boy chair that we've got. Like I said, I'm part of this team. That's what I want. But
loving it.
Again, love the sort of teamwork that they've got in here, because like you say, it's a bit. You come to one of these paddocks and you see the big teams, the big tents. You come in your little van with your pop-up tent and everything like that. But you know, it just shows the commitment that some of these teams' drivers they've got, and you know, the junior engines there still running. So top tier of engines there. Rotax Max Evo engine, of course,
yes.
Junior 1, 125cc, great engines. But of course, just here, it's just such a great vibe, I think, just in this paddock. I'm loving it, because you see behind you here, you've got the mechanics for Mick Barrett Racing. They're kind of working away. I think that's one of the drivers.
Freddie Allen, that is. Yeah.
He's lugging his tyres away. Wow, I've just spotted this livery here. I want to get in on this livery. This is great, this livery. Look at this, covered in circuits. What do we got there? We got Wilton Mill. I can see there we've got, that looks like Glanny Gore. These are all karting circuits as well.
Yes.
That's lovely, yeah. I can see PFI, I can see...
And we're looking back at some onboards. How's it going, guys? We're just coming in with cameras. We'll go over to Archie. What are we looking at then? Going through some data at the moment?
Yeah, just nearly crashing, so...
You nearly crashed out there, didn't you?
Yeah, I can show you.
Go on then, let's have a little look then. What actually went down?
Send it in a little bit too late. It's good, isn't it?
Oh, that was a good one. So you've raced in this a few times. Tell us what's it like racing in this event?
It's good, yeah, really competitive. Definitely, you get a lot of people come across all from the world. Well, definitely used to. People come to race in the British Championships because it's that competitive and aggressive. And yeah, it obviously makes you a much better driver when you go to abroad, I think. So yeah, really hard and competitive, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that, isn't it? It's a different style of racing to a championship where you're looking to go out there and bag some points. This is all about you want to go out there and get the win, right?
Yeah. Well, Kartmasters is obviously a one-off race, so it's a kind of crash or win always in the final. I think you can be in 20th and like the last lap, and I think you still got a pretty good chance.
So basically, it's not over until it's over. It's just getting the final, and then you got pre-final and the final to work your way up.
Yeah. Well, anything can happen in the final. It's one of those races. I think everyone just straps a bandana on and goes for it.
And it looks like it's going to rain tomorrow for the first day of racing. That's going to mix things up a bit, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think sometimes there's a little bit of a tyre difference, and obviously it's a bit dependent. But yeah, no, obviously everyone's always still really close on time, so it's should be good. But also, the wet line here always seems to be on the inside, so that's making racing a little bit more interesting.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for speaking to us. Good luck this weekend, and try not to. No more of that. Yeah, clean moves.
I have to say, Chris, his face dropped when you mentioned it was raining tomorrow. Don't get run over. Again, still a hive of activity in this paddock, isn't it? Even at a late hour. But yeah, no, great stuff from the Mick Barrett Racing teams, having a really good season in the British Kart Championships as well. Another team who's having a good result in the British Kart Championship, Strawberry Racing here. Now,
yes.
Alessandro Serenetti. Let's talk about him, because he, a couple of days ago, or a couple of weeks ago, was announced the Young Driver of the Year Award 2020 from Motorsport UK Academy. As again, we're going to get run over.
All right, we're gonna chat to Kato. Come, let's go around. Kato, how are we doing?
Oh, we're good.
It's like you're a celebrity. We're catching you on the way out, you know.
Yeah, it's time to go to the pub, I think, and just have a few beers and chill out. We've had a good day. So Luke's been fast. Lorenzo's been fast as well. So you know.
Talk us through the drivers you got out. Who we got out? What classes?
We've got Luke Watts in Junior X30. He's been doing a bit of senior this year, like in non-MSA, just to bring him on. He's a big kid, so we've just jumped him back down to junior, and he's just shed the weight a little bit. To be fair, he did well last meeting here in July. Lorenzo, he's coming on strong, very, very strong. He's shown a lot of potential. Shown some of the fast ones. He's coming through. He's going to be strong this weekend. And I got young Oscar Cartmasters, mid-pack. We'll see how he goes. You never know at Kartmasters. You know, it's 20 years to the day that James and I won it in 2001. So you know, we're both celebrities in their own right. Yeah, it's a few years ago. So you know.
I tell you, on that note, we're going to come and speak to James quickly. We're going to go and speak to James Bean. Come on, let's go. 20 years ago to the day that you won Kartmasters. Tell us what that was like. I mean, do you still use that one when you go down to the pub?
Yeah, 20 years ago, yeah. Can't really remember it, to be fair.
No, that's useful.
No, it was quite a good race. It was just a long time ago now, isn't it? Been doing it quite a while, haven't we? So.
Yeah.
So what does it take to win it quickly? We're holding the car up, so just very quickly, what does it take to win Kartmasters?
We'll have some big bollocks.
Oh, there we go. Well, you've given us some work to do there now. Thanks for that.
So,
right.
it's only the
Hello,
guys.
guys.
It's only the guys from the car.
These are the guys that run the show.
Yeah.
These are the guys that run the show. You're going to be busy. Oh, all right. Yeah, no autographs, is it? Okay. Yeah. How's it going? Been a good day of practice. Excuse. Right. Well, I'm going to keep my eye on there. So yeah, how's it been though? How's it been from the organisational point of view? Good. I'm keeping my arm there, so you know. Yeah, I'm now going to be going with you if you drive off. How's it been?
I'm alright, mate. You?
Yeah. I wasn't just coming for a catch up, but yeah, you always keep. You're always keeping very busy on these weekends, aren't you? You know, when you're out there on track this weekend. You're going to be out watching on this weekend.
I am. Yes.
How is it in the when it gets to the finals?
Busy. Very busy. Very, very busy.
Maybe a little bit wet this week.
And it's going to be wet tomorrow as well. So how's that going to mix things up?
Very, very wet. Yeah. Very wet. Very. I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
you kind of lost for words. Yeah, right. And
Anyone would think they were still.
how have you enjoyed your day?
Yeah, it's been good. Really good. Yeah, it's been a good practice day.
What about tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What are we looking at? You know, it's going to a lot of drivers out there. Could be wet.
Just checking the driving standards, make sure everyone's behaving. If not, they go to stewards. That's about it.
That's just out the rules, basically. Thanks, guys. Okay. Thanks for all your work you do.
Right.
Get out.
Go to the pub. Enjoy.
Get out.
Excellent.
There we go.
Well, where were we? Yes. If I remember, Strawberry Racing, Alessandro Serenetti. Now, of course, he had a win at Shennington, the last round in the British Kart Champs. Obviously, like we said, Young Driver of the Year 2020. He's running the 96 Senior X30 kart this time around, and it's not in here, but he races for Strawberry Racing in the British Kart. He races for Strawberry Racing in the British Kart Championship. I'm hoping he's racing in it in this event as well. If he isn't, I'll be impeccably embarrassed.
Let's speak to Sam Shaw. Let's go to Premium Karting. Sam, how are you doing? Look, you've laid the mat out for us as well. Lovely. Let's go over to your kart for this one. Number 7 seed. So drivers 1 to 10. That's where they finished in the British Championship last year. Sam, surely you're looking at. You want to go for the win this weekend, surely?
Yeah, that's definitely the aim. Every time you come to Kartmasters, only aim is really to win. one-off race that everyone's got the same aim, so whoever can come out on top.
And Junior X30 is going to be one of the hardest classes to win in, isn't it? It's a very, very tough grid.
Yeah, definitely. The grids are very tough. I think 54 drivers this weekend, so anyone can really win. And especially when it comes that final, there's only one prize on offer. So everyone's going for the same thing. So can sometimes become a bit of carnage.
And you've raced. I remember commentating on the Miami International final, events like that. So you've had the experience of doing one-off events. How hard is it to mentally keep your head throughout the weekends, throughout the 3 days as we go on, and just keep your feet on the ground and keep focused on going for the GP plate? Because you've just got to stay in the fight, haven't you, really, until you get to the end?
Yeah, that's the aim. You just got to stay there. You don't need to try anything stupid or anything in the heats, because it's only that one final that matters. So as long as you put yourself in the position for that race, then that's all that matters.
Tell me what it's like, just quickly. Hopefully we'll speak to you on the grid, but what's it like when you go out there, you line up on the grid and you're getting ready to go? What's that feeling like where you've got 15 minutes on the clock and you know at the end of that you could be Kartmasters champion? What's that like?
There's a bit of nerves on the grid before you go out, especially knowing all the pressures on this one race, but then as soon as you put your visor down and you're out there, you're only focused on doing one job.
Good stuff. Well, good luck. Thanks for speaking to us. Premium karting, this is. Good luck to the entire team. Plenty of big names in here, so I'm sure we'll be seeing more of them throughout the weekend. DJ?
I suspect you're probably right. Yes, they are always at the sharp end of the spectrum when it comes to any sort of championship round or any sort of racing round. But of course, like we were saying, going into tomorrow, it's the first day of the qualifying and the heats. Qualifying being probably the most important one, because that's going to determine where you're starting for your first two heats.
All right, guys. Run. You're not on camera, so it's
Don't
cool.
worry, you're not on camera.
Let's go this way.
You. But yeah, so that's the most important thing the driver's got to remember. It's qualifying. You've got the fresh set of tyres, because all the tyres that they've used today are just random sets. Tomorrow, that's when they got to start using those legitimate sets that they've been allocated. They get scanned on entry, and that's the tyres they're going to use all the way throughout this weekend. So that's where it's going to start to be important for these drivers, is maintaining those tyres all the way through the session. And as well, but with the subject of rain on the matter, that's going to make it a little bit tricky as well, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, that's what we're hearing from the guys. It kind of throws a spanner in the works. It's been dry today, so they've been working on setups today. They've just about probably got there with the setups, and now they got to start all over again, essentially, when it rains tomorrow. So I know a few drivers were a little bit frustrated about that, but everyone's in the same boat, quite literally, aren't they? Because it's going to absolutely hammer it down tomorrow by the looks of it. So that's going to make things interesting for us. But I'm going to ask you a question. From what we've been seeing in the British Kart Championships, who are the ones to watch? Let's start with the cadets.
Cadets, right, okay. So cadets, definitely Noah Wolf. He's one I put, because Noah, he's racing in both the Miami cadets and the Honda cadets here at Kartmasters. Also, he does that for the British Kart Champs as well. He's definitely one to keep an eye on. Another one, Zach Drummond for Fusion Motorsport. Very quick driver. The Scotsman, he's come down here as well. Super quick. He had an amazing round at Lark Hall. He had an absolutely fantastic overtake, a lunge into the final corner on one of the last lap in one of the heats, and got the victory by 0.04 of a second, and it was absolutely fantastic to see. What have you spotted?
We're gonna come see these guys. We're gonna go and speak to Derek Morgan, because this is someone who knows about this. Well, at the moment, he's not going to go anywhere with his car looking like that, but it's a full clean down. Del, you've raced in this years, and you've been at the front of it for a long time as well. You're back again this year. Is this the year for you?
We're on the back foot at the moment. We've not had the best day. We seized an engine earlier, so we've sort of been on the back foot all day, but we are slowly getting there. We're coming back, and we'll keep fighting, and it's all systems go here, so we'll see what we can bring tomorrow.
And tell us about some of the races you've had, because there's been some of them that I remember seeing, particularly over the last couple of years, where you've been right in the scrap at the front.
Yeah, so like last year we had a good one. I think it was only like 0.6 coming across the line within the first 6 drivers or so. So yeah, we finished 5th in it last year. We had a good shot of it last year, and hopefully we can bring the same kind of pace this year.
And you were up against some big names, but some big teams that year, and as we can see, you're doing it on your own. You and Reggie Dewey have kind of camped up together, and you guys are just doing it by yourselves. What is it you've got that you're able to do that brings the fight to those big teams?
Yeah, it's a hard one. You're always up against it when you're doing it on your own. But I am a big believer in if you work hard, you don't need a big team. You can do it on your own. I'd like to see more dad and lads come back and do it. I said we rebuild all our own engines, so I get that enjoyment out of it as well. But yeah, no, it's good. Reggie's fast as well. He's been really quick today. So hopefully between us, we can have a good result as privateers, you know.
Yeah, well, this would be interesting, wouldn't it? If this was the front row come Sunday, it could be a bit awkward when you get back here if it's a close one across the line. But Kartmasters racing, is it a little bit different to all other racing? And do you remember we're advertising the event? so
it's a one-off race, so people ain't thinking about championship points or anything like that. I think as you see the weekend progress, you sort of see people getting a bit more desperate through the weekend and taking a lot more chances. The first heat might start off a little bit mild, but then after that, I think you start seeing people take more and more risk, and then by the time we get to the final, it's all going, and it's a one-off race, so it all tends to kick off a little bit in the final. But
when you're in that final, say that we've got 13 minutes to go, you're in the front. I see a lot of drivers, you're constantly looking behind, aren't you? You're just constantly trying to assess the race, where you are, how many of you are in the lead group, you're trying to push away at the same time. How is that?
Yeah, it's hard work, because you want to always make sure you're breaking away with the leading pack. If you start defending too much, you can drop back, and then you get stuck in that. Everyone's so close, you get stuck in that little pack, and you want to make sure you're breaking away at the front. So you don't want to defend too much, but then you don't want to drop too far back. So it's a bit of an hard call. That's why you see drivers sort of looking around and whatnot, see what's going on. But yeah, it's a long old race. And like I said, everyone's really close. I think like a couple of attempts pretty much covers the field. So you could be right up the front or right at the back. It only takes a little minute thing to happen, and then it goes all the other way. So, but yeah, no, it's going to be a good race, and hopefully we can bring something out of it.
Well, best of luck. Thank you for speaking to us. Derek Morgan, Reggie Dewey's going to be in this 66 as well. Hello.
You just missed out, Chris. I just saw a mechanic with about 10 bottles of beer just walk past it. We missed it. If the party is definitely down that way. But what we'll do is we'll head this way, because we've got a couple of other teams
I tell you what, we
want to talk to. Now, Dan Holland Racing, another big team based at Wilton Mill. They're here at PFI, of course. They're here in many places. They're over in Europe as well. I think they've got a couple of drivers over in France, a couple of drivers who were going to be going to France. One of them being Chloe Chong, but she was unable to get out to the Le Mans circuit, so she's come here because she thought, Kartmasters, it's the best thing here in the UK. Why don't we go to this one instead? So she's here this time around. Also, Thomas Fleming, and there is Chloe Chong's car just here, the 18. Junior Rotax, her first year in Junior Rotax as well. And this will be her first time in Junior Rotax for Kartmasters as well. So that'll be a key one for that one. And like you said, you had an interview earlier with Sam Shaw.
Yes.
Junior Rotax is definitely a tough old grid. It's going to be a challenge, I think, but Chloe is an incredibly quick driver. Definitely want to keep an eye out this weekend.
So one to watch there. Then we've got plenty of drivers in this one. Let's see if there's any drivers about to chat to. Oh, hello, Sam. You want to demonstrate how easy it is to get? Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
Is this the challenge?
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hold on. Oh, he's already done it.
In we go. In we go. This is new stuff. And we've got your driver next to you, have we?
That's Freddie Lloyd.
Freddie Lloyd, let's have a chat. How are you doing? We'll come round to you. Freddie, how's it going? How's it going, Freddie?
It's been good. It's like a bit slidey out there. Clean the track, haven't they? I've seized the engine today, but just got to keep positive, don't you? So yeah, try at it tomorrow. Yeah, pretty much.
You're Mini X30. How's your season been going so far?
Well, had some ups and downs. Like last weekend at Wilton, I started second, but couldn't get started. My ignition cable here wasn't plugged in, and my tank was loose.
That was Sam's fault, wasn't it? There we go. There he is. No, we won't cut that bit out.
And then I came from the back to finish third. So yeah, that was pretty much it. There, yeah. At Kim Bolton, it's not the best, to be honest. Get hit off like most of the time. So yeah, really.
Tell us about PF though. How much you enjoy PF?
It is a good track. Very, like, because it's like so many people, it's just carnage everywhere. Like first corner, you need to be careful with your nose cone because like most people get 5-second penalties. So yeah.
We can see obviously that's you can get drop down nose quite easy. These can just drop down, right?
Yeah.
And that gives you a 5-second penalty. So I guess in the final, one thing is quite literally going to keep your nose clean, isn't it? You don't want to get one of those.
Yeah, true. Like sometimes people, like 10 people get nose cones, like easy positions. To be honest, yeah.
Well, there we go. Well, thanks for speaking to us. Best of luck. Best of luck this weekend. Freddie Lloyd there, Mini X30, DJ.
Yes. Now you were talking about drop nose penalties, or yeah. You hit that front nose cone quite hard. I say he's going to get to the grid with one already.
Yes,
yes.
Yeah. There you go, Sam. So he had a loose fuel tank and a loose ignition as well. Dear, so there we go. Are there any other drivers? I think everyone's looking.
There is another one in here as well. Mr. Fleming, Thomas Fleming. He's there. He's currently texting. He's don't know where. There's a nice thumbs up from Fleming. Now Thomas had an excellent round at Lark Hall. To say the least.
Let's come round and give you a microphone.
You've got the roaming microphone.
Come round.
So I'll leave it to you. Stop texting.
I'm doing the scrutineering card.
Oh, you're doing the scrutineering card. Oh, of course, it's all online. Right. Thomas, tell us. Of course, PF plate on there. So yeah, PF Challenge Cup went well last time. So you're coming in good form.
Yeah, absolutely. Past 4 races, we won 3 of them. I'm confident that the package we've got, we can, always challenge for the win. At Kartmasters, everyone knows in the past it's not if you're the fastest driver, it's being at the right place at the right time. So I think racecraft, especially this weekend, is going to matter a lot more.
Yeah, it's not just raw pace, like you said. So tell us a little bit about that racecraft. Is that something that just comes with experience, or is it something you can pick up along in other championships?
Well, it's hard to say, especially around PF, because everyone's done loads of laps around it. It's the most popular track in the UK for testing. It's going to be really close, and Senior X30 is such a close class anyway. Places unlike Lark Hall, where no one's really been to in 2 years, there's a bit more field spread because people are taking more time to find their feet. At here, everyone knows what they're doing, everyone knows the setup, everyone doing plenty of laps. Especially in the UK side of it, everyone's very, very aggressive, everyone's very, very tough, and that's why people come over here from all over Europe to compete in this championship, because it's the toughest there is. So.
Yeah, we'd often find with something like the IME International Final or the X30 Games, the top 10 is going to be 70% British drivers, isn't it? Or at least 70% that have raced in the UK. So Senior X30 is seen as probably one of the premier classes of Kartmasters, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say anything too bad, but I would agree with that. There's a lot of quality drivers in Senior X30. Unfortunately, some of them are doing Castelletto at the moment, but that doesn't mean that the drivers at the top of the grid are not very talented in what they do.
There's a lot that could win. Good 10 to 15.
I'd say so. It depends on how the first couple laps of the final go. If it's really close, with about 10 minutes to go, you're going to be seeing a lot of white lining, maybe a bit of bumping and barging, but hopefully I'll be coming out on top of that.
Best of luck. Well, thanks for speaking to us, Thomas Fleming, racing in seniors. Well done. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it was good. It was very good. Right, cool. No loose fuel tanks this weekend.
He came back over and said, "Could you please cut it out?"
It's not getting cut out, Sam.
It's not getting cut
Sorry.
out.
Sorry, mate.
It's in there. He said it to the camera. There we go. Now we come down to this end. Right, now this is, again, we've got some more teams here. Synergy and Fusion. Now these two in the British champs are like, well, yeah. Chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
They go at each other like anything.
How's it going, guys? Good? Good days? Good practice days? Good stuff.
To look happy,
we've got some confidence there. We've got some confidence.
Happy.
Oh, you're going to close. Hello, I'm in. How's it going? Yeah, good, thank you. No? No? He's not going to get interviewed?
I'm not. She's 25 today.
Oh, yes.
Deserve a bit of an interview. 25 today.
It's happening. It's happening. How's it going?
Yeah, it's good, thanks.
Yeah. So tell us, from your experience of the circuit,
I've never raced here, but I've seen a lot of dramatic races here, especially Kartmasters. So yeah, it's always enjoyable to be here.
Yeah. So you're not are you racing here this weekend?
No, I'm just supporting Fusion.
Yes. Well, all right, perfect. All right, tell us about some of the drivers we got out in Fusion this weekend. What I tell you what, why don't you give us a little tour? It's happening. All right, let's do it. Right. You can tell us. We're supporting Fusion. All right, here we go. Everyone wants to see it. Right, let's go through and talk about some of the drivers. Let's start with these four. Right, okay. So we got. Tell us about some of the drivers who you think in this awning can get a GP plate.
I'd go with probably Drummond in the cadet team, or Noah. Noah Wolf's doing really well this year. X30. Probably Leo in Mini X30. I say he's pretty good.
He's had a very good season so far, hasn't he?
Very good. He had a good season last year. He was very successful last year. So yeah, I'd probably go with them as probably the top. Junior, I feel like anyone can win. It's one of those grids. It's really competitive. Senior, no one in Fusion is in senior, so I wouldn't know. But it's still a tough grid.
And off the track, Kartmasters is just a great atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. To be fair, I'd probably say it's the biggest event in the UK of the year. I mean, everyone loves coming to Kartmasters. You know, hence the new sticker kits. You know, people make such an effort for it.
That's the thing Fusion do a lot, isn't it? Always bring kind of a special sticker kit.
Yeah, they did it for Vegas. They did it for Kartmasters. It's become such a kind of annual thing to do. I think it also kind of becomes exciting. People are waiting for it. They're waiting to see what it is and what they're going to bring out. And a lot of teams now do it as well. So yeah, it's become the norm.
And there's a lot of GP plates in this awning, isn't there? In this team over the years. So something that Dan does clearly works in this awning when it comes to Kartmasters.
Yeah, no, he's pretty successful. It can't really get more successful. So yeah, it does work. It's such a good team. He has a lot of drivers that take up a lot of percentage of the grid, so you know we're quite fortunate to have that. So hopefully it just goes well this year.
And have a good birthday. Have a good weekend.
Oh, thank you so much.
We caught you on your birthday. There you go.
I remember when I was 25.
Yeah.
I certainly wasn't that happy about it.
Yeah. There we go. Let's go. Let's see if we can speak to Dan. Come on, let's go and see if we can have a chat with Dan. He's in the truck. I think Dan will be the one to speak to. Let's speak to these guys here. How are we going? How's it going? Good. Who are you spanning for this weekend?
William Murta this weekend.
Yeah. Going well?
Yeah. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, been quite fast today to be fair. We broke down the last one because the clutch drum broke. But yeah, we've been quite good today.
And do you like working at Kartmasters more than the other events? It's got a special feel to it, hasn't it?
I like the event. Obviously the weekend's a little bit dragged because obviously there's so many classes. But yeah, it's always a good event to come to. So yeah, I enjoy it. It's good.
What's the goals for your driver this weekend?
Win.
Gotta be win.
That's the only goal. There's only one prize, isn't there? That's the GP plate. So yeah, look, there's no pressure, but obviously, you know, we'd like to win. I think every driver wants to win. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Best of luck. Thanks for speaking to us. Cheers. Let's move on. Let's speak to Jake. Let's speak to Jake Walker. Jake, how you doing? Yeah, just pretending to clean, right? Yeah. Nice one. Yeah. Well, you've raced in Kartmasters, haven't you?
Yeah, a few years ago, a few years back.
Yeah. How did it go?
Yeah, so I was leading and then crash. So
oh, there you go.
You either win it or crash it, don't you, really?
Yeah. Well, you went out in style. That's the way to say it, right? Yeah. You're running away from me. I'm going to follow you. So, who are you sparring for this weekend?
Little George Edgar.
Yeah. And how's he getting on?
Yeah, right. Quite good actually. Yeah, quite good.
What do you reckon? What's the goals for him?
Yeah, we're going for the win, aren't we? So
it's always the win in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always the win.
Yeah. Because from leading a Kartmasters, like you said, what's the trick to it? You know, getting up the front there and leading such a big event.
Just got to be consistent, really. But yeah, just consistent.
And when we're out there on the grid, you know, we're going to be doing a grid walk, hopefully speaking to some drivers. What are you telling your driver on the grid before they go off and do a Kartmasters race?
Stay nice and calm, really. Yeah, stay nice and calm and nothing silly. It's a long race. Try and win it. So yeah.
15 minutes, so it's plenty of time.
Yeah, 15 minutes, long race.
And you're with them, of course, all the way trackside, aren't you? Giving them signals.
Trackside, yeah, all the way through.
stuff. Right, well, thanks very much for speaking to us. Hello. Trying to put him off, were we? Yeah? Okay, we'll go over there then. Right, cheers. Let's go over here. How's it going? How are we going? Having a you are beautiful. Having a good weekend?
I'm having an absolutely amazing weekend here. Yeah, so you know you.
You're not being sarcastic. I thought you were for a second there. But how's it going? How are we going?
We're actually quite good on the pace so far. So yeah, looking good for us, I guess. Yeah.
Who are you with this weekend? Are you on track? You're sparring?
Yeah, I'm sparring for Wesley Swain this weekend. So yeah. I'm looking confidence for this weekend. So.
Is Wesley around? Is he?
Don't actually know where he is, Steve. No idea where he is.
No. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to chat. We're going to chat some drivers. We've got some drivers here. Right. Come on. Who we got? Who we got? All right. How we got? There you go. People just love speaking to me. There you go. Who we got? Introduce yourselves.
Mason.
Mason. What's your last name?
Rodman.
And what class are you racing in?
Mini X30.
All right. And how's it going so far? How's practice been?
So.
So. We'll just go one word answers. Yeah, shall we?
Last session didn't start, so.
Why not?
I think there was something in the start box, so.
Don't know basically. Is it your first time racing Kartmasters?
No.
No, and how'd you get on last time you were here?
I think I was like 10th.
So top 10, so top 5 podium this time?
Hopefully.
Well, let's move on. Next, introduce yourself.
Marta.
Well, Marta, what class are you racing?
I am a cadet.
Yeah, and how's things going so far this weekend?
All right. Had problems this morning with power, but they got sorted and I've been fast since then, so yeah.
So the practice day's been successful, basically. You've ironed out the problems, and you think you're in.
Been on the pace, so yeah.
You think you're in good shape for tomorrow?
Yeah.
It might rain tomorrow. You confident about driving in the wet?
I'll be good.
Yeah. Well, we're going to look forward to watching out for you. Good luck. Good luck. Thanks for speaking to us. And last but not least,
Zach Drummond, I am a cadet.
Zach, of course. How's it going so far?
Practice day has been alright, been on the pace, it's just a little bit of track possession, we'll be there up the front.
And you've had a great season so far, so you must be coming into this with very high expectations.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Last time I was here, I came third in Honda Cadets, but I'm feeling I could get the win in this time.
Yeah. Are you already, thinking about that final? Even though we're already Thursday, are you already kind of thinking about what getting to that final and leading on pole position?
Yeah, I need to get on the pace. It's very important that you use your practice days importantly, so you get on the pace and you're there ready for the finals and heats.
And it's being quick over that 15 minutes, isn't it? It's not just going quick in qualifying. It's not just going quick in qualifying, isn't it? It's being quick over that 15 minutes.
Yeah, you need to keep your stamina quite high so that you keep on going and you don't drop off, and then it allows other drivers to come back to the front.
What would it mean to you to win GP Play?
It'd mean the world. It's one of the best, if not the best, races of the year. It's just such a good feeling when you win, but especially when you win it, the GP Plate.
And some big names have won it over the years, haven't they? Some drivers that are going to be racing in Hungary in F1 this weekend. So how would it feel to join those in one of the premier classes, IME Cadet?
It feel amazing to know that you've done the same achievement as what other F1 drivers have done.
Best of luck. I'm sure there's a lot of people tipping you. This man is. So best of luck this weekend. Right.
We're going to get run over again, Chris.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, hello. Here we go. We've got. Bye-bye. There we go. Cool. Oh, Red Waff Racing. I wouldn't mind.
I tell you what, we were just speaking to a man from Red Waff.
Yes, we were.
He was over by the bar, though.
I'm going to poke my head in this awning and see.
Let's see if he's.
Have we got? Ah, yes, we do. Ha I'm going to come in and have a chat. Mr. Piers Pryor. Yeah, turn the music off. Turn the music off. How's it going so far?
All right, yeah, good fun. Yeah, good fun. Good to be out again.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Al.
Yeah, good fun. Good to see you, Chris, as well. I haven't seen you for a while.
It's been a while. You've done Kartmasters before? Is this your first one?
I think I did it 4 years ago, something like that, 5 years ago maybe. Senior X30 as well. Just about, had a really nice race in the B final. Pretty sure I crashed in the B final that year as well. So hopefully we'll go better this year, but we'll see.
No one to write home about then.
Definitely not.
I'm hearing rumours that you might not. This could be one of your last kart races. Is that true?
I don't know about my last kart race, but for the foreseeable future, yeah. I haven't got anything else planned after this, so for now, who knows? But I'm hoping to do some kart racing, but I've basically got a few other things in my life I need to sort out, so that needs my attention for a bit. But yeah, hoping for a good last race for at least the foreseeable future.
A good place to end this part of your journey, though, isn't it, Kartmasters?
Oh yeah, what an event! 4 days, everyone comes, and it's a big spectacle streamed by you guys, and everyone watches it, and you get to win the GP plate, so that would be quite nice. See what we can do on Sunday. Hopefully it's dry.
You've shown some great pace. I mean, particularly at Shannon, you qualified really well. Things just didn't really work out on finals day. You reckon you've got the pace in that kart to get yourself on the podium, maybe even the top step?
Yeah, I reckon if it's dry, there's a on pace. There's a chance we could have a good race up in the mixer. And as people have seen in previous years at Kartmasters, if you're in the top 5, 6 throughout on the final, then you might have a chance of winning because anything can happen. In the wet, I've not done enough really in the wet in these karts around here, so probably be lacking a bit of pace then. But so I'll be doing a bit of my sun worshipping over the weekend. But we'll see. Who knows? I might switch it on.
You can jump in anything and go quick, and raced in British F3 as well, and you got up to speed in that pretty quickly. On a weekend like this, that moves quite slowly. I guess that could come in quite useful for there, because in British F3 there are big gaps between races, so you know how to just switch it on when you get to the track.
Just get in and drive, whenever the sessions are, I go out. I don't mind.
I was hoping for a much more, bigger answer than that.
I can lengthen it if you want.
Wow. Okay. Euphemism. There we go. We'll end that there, shall we?
It's probably best to end here.
All right, bye. See you later. I'll speak to you about what you just mentioned there later, okay?
Yeah.
Best Western. Thank you.
Bringing a new name to Red Waft, I think he is, Prix. Whoa. Chris, we've done pretty much an entire lap of this paddock, haven't we? It's a massive paddock. We could go forever.
There is a whole nother section.
This is only half of it. There is a huge other section, a load more teams, a load more drivers. Like we said, over 300 drivers. There's going to be more than probably 1,000 people, I would suspect, at this circuit. And of course, it's open to spectators as well, so you can come down to the circuit as well over the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You yourselves can witness the racing here at Kartmasters this year.
I tell you what, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go somewhere I've never been.
What?
I'm gonna go on the top step of the PFI podium. Come on, DJ.
Have you been on any step of a podium before this?
Yeah. What's a podium?
Exactly. What is a podium? But
let's end it up here. Bush.
Let's do that, shall we? Up here in the sun.
GP plate for me.
GP. I don't want second. Joint first.
Joint winners.
But I say, it's going to be a great weekend, isn't it? Of course, we're ending Thursday now. Practice is done. The track is as quiet as it's been. Well, it's not been quiet at all today. It's been absolutely manic. But the next 3 days, they're going to be the challenging ones, aren't they, for these drivers?
Usually from the top step of the podium, you go to the bar. So I guess we should go there.
I think we should go there. Let's end it there. But join us again live. We are live from 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Join us for that one Friday. Practice, qualifying, and the first round of heats. Don't miss a thing.